When I was around 7 years old, I was playing with balsa wood. I was making little balsa wood guys. And I would pin the arms on, and pin the legs on, and pin the head on. Then I'd put it over onto the fence and shoot it and watch the stuff, explode. That was way, way, way back. I was an English teacher, and one of the students saw some of these little balsa wood pieces that I was making, and he said, "Did you do these?" I said, "Yeah, I did those." He said, "My mother does mall shows. She's a painter." I said, "Yeah, here, take these." So he took them and came back, I think, with $900. And they got bigger and bigger, and I put them in the show, and the more I put in, the more I sold. So that's how I really got started in the sculpting. They would be anything from animals to individuals doing certain things like cowboy or some very sexy women, that sort of thing. Yeah, I could do anything. I could carve anything. I quit the college altogether, and of course the department head, "Bill, what are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to be an artist." He said, "Oh, you're not going to any money. An artist don't get any money." And I said, "Well, I'm not making any money here either." Along came a show. It was a Disneyana convention, and they requested certain artists, and luckily it was me, and they were all no Disney artists at all. I did the first show, sold out immediately. In fact, I was sitting next to these guys that had stuff, and he said, "You're going to be done in 15, 20 minutes. I said, "What are you talking about? I've never done this. They don't know me." I was gone in 15 minutes, done. When I first started with Disney, because they knew I'd done some work in the convention, they said, "We'd like you to do a piece." First he showed me a piece that he had another artist do, and it was horrid to look at it. And he said, "Will yours be better than this?" I said, "Oh yeah, it'll be better than this." So I did 50 of them, brought them to him. He cleared his desk. We put all 50 pieces out. He called all of his pieces and said, "Look, I have 50 perfect pieces." Then on, I got everything they wanted me to do. I just started selling to galleries. I'd make whatever I wanted to make, and luckily people wanted it, and I would sell it. This was my first dragon, by the way. I saw pictures of dragons, and I thought, I'd really like to make one of these, which I did, and it sold extremely well. But it was just a tremendous amount of fun. That's the key to it right there. I love doing it. It's hard to describe. It's something that you're creating, but you don't know that this piece is what it's going to be. It comes. It's not like, now what am I going to do with the head? How am I going to do the head? It just comes. Belle de Jour is one of the first models I did, first Harlequin I did, and she actually led to the remainder of all the other Harlequins because of her body and what accoutrements are on her body. I've done so many different things. I like doing new things, new changes, and there's no end when you're doing a female. There's no end to it. You look at a piece and you see things. You see, for example, maybe you see the shoulders or you see the arms, and then you go ahead and do them, and they're right. That's how I respond to the piece. It tells me what it wants. That's weird to say that, but it does tell me what it wants. When I did Rebooty, it had a great deal of humor to it, or some deal of humor to it, because she is actually inserting a card into a side of her body so that she can get more juice. When I finished Rebooty, I felt she would be very, very lonesome unless she had somebody like her. And that was the male, yeah. And the key to this really is this: I look at this as a hell of a fun to do. That's basically a lot of it with some of these pieces. And there's no end to what you can do with it. You can do any goddamn thing you want, It's one of those things that just catches you, You look at it and you think, God, I'd like to do that, and then I do it, I do a bear. This is the first bear I did. There's a show every year for all of the hunters. And then I saw the grizzly, and I thought, you know, I'm going to have to do one of these, and went home and did one. That's Casey, and he has a look of total surprise. The thing I love about this is the look of disbelief. That's the thing that cracks me up. It was fun. It was a lot of fun doing it. In fact, when it first came out, they sold like hotcakes. You know. The fun of it is not just the creating of the piece, but to see the joy in the face of individuals that purchase your work and how much they love it. And how often I do have calls coming back asking me, you know, and thanking me. And I'm thinking, you bought what? I said, that was 30 years ago. She said, it'll never leave our home, that kind of thing, you know. I'm blessed with the knowledge of knowing that there is a power beyond what I do, because it tells me when it shows. It tells me when it shows. I know that I've done right. I know that the piece is going to be very exciting to most people, and I know that someone has given me the help and the ability to create this way.